Hi friends, today on the occasion of Kalashtami, let me take you to a Bhairav temple called as the Swarnakal Bhairav temple in a village in Tamil Nadu called as Bhairavpuram. Bhairavpuram is traditionally believed to be the Mool Sthanam of 64 Bhairavas worshipped in Shaivism. Nestled in the serene village of Bhairavpuram, the Swarnakal Bhairav temple is a divine shrine dedicated to Lord Kal Bhairava. In this temple, feeding dogs is recognized as a customary offering to Lord Bhairava, and this ritual of compassion should be practiced every day. I came here specially to pray to the Supreme Court to take the right steps to protect these innocent souls who share our souls and our hearts. May Lord Bhairava bless this country with empathy and justice, because when we light the lamp of kindness and feed the hungry souls, we truly worship the divine. Let compassion be our religion and kindness be our offering. Jai Bhairav, Har Har Mahadev. Hello friends, are you aware that there are 4 Navratris in a year, out of which 2 are Gupta Navratris? These Gupta Navratris are dedicated to the 10 Mahavidyas, which are the forms of Goddess Parvati or the Shakti or Divine Feminine. On the sacred occasion of Magh Gupta Navratri, we are traveling to Tiruvakkarai, which is the divine abode of Goddess Vakrakali Amman. Vakrakali Amman is another name for Goddess Kali, the fierce protector and destroyer of darkness. She destroys fear and strengthens inner courage. The essence of Kali is the strength within us, the power to overcome limitations, break attachments, and awaken our highest truth. She teaches us to live fearlessly, authentically, and with purpose. Let me now brief you about how Goddess Kali came to reside in Thiruvakkarai. They say that centuries ago there was a demon called as Hiranyakaship. He was filled with arrogance and power. He stole Bhumi Devi, that is our Mother Earth, and hid it deep beneath the cosmic ocean. To save Bhumi Devi, Lord Vishnu took the Varaha avatar, that is the form of a wild boar, and plunged into the waters to rescue Mother Earth. After slaying Hiranyakaship, Lord Varaha placed Bhumi Devi back to her rightful place. But the blood and energy of the slayed demon still spread across the world, giving rise to more asuras, and evil forces began to disturb the earth. So as to destroy these leftover demons, Lord Shiva told Goddess Parvati to take the fierce form of Varahi Amman, that is Kali, where she manifested as Vakrakali Amman and fought the furious battle against the Asuras who had taken refuge in the forests around Tiruvakkarai. Her roars shook the skies, and her eyes blazed with fire. Every strike of her sword purified the land of Tiruvakkarai from the demons. Even after the demons were destroyed, Vakrakali's fury continued to blaze, and her energy was unstoppable. To calm her down, Shiva took the form of Chandramuleshwar, meaning the Lord who wears the moon. Devotees visit this temple to seek blessings for peace, mental strength, and relief from planetary affections caused by the moon. The Chandramuleshwar temple of Shiva is just opposite to the Kali temple. It symbolizes how Shiva and Shakti together keep the cosmic balance in order. There is another legend which says that Chandra was cursed by Daksha Prajapati to lose his brilliance. To relieve himself from the curse, Chandra performed penance at Tiruvakkarai and worshipped Lord Shiva here. Moved by his devotion, Lord Shiva appeared and restored his glow, taking the name of Chandramuleshwar. And Goddess Kali decided to stay eternally at Tiruvakkarai to bless her devotees.